We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello dear students, I am Bhavin Pandya, Assistant Professor in Chemical and Department at Government Engineering College, Valsad. The topic for the lecture is Optimum Reflux Ratio from the chapter Process Design of Distillation Column. Dear students, we all know that reflux ratio is always linked with purity in distillation column. If you want more pure products, you should have a high reflux ratio. But there is a graph or there is a chart that you always have to look for so that your reflux ratio is optimum. Optimum means the best. The best means your reflux ratio should not be so less, your reflux ratio should not be so high. If your reflux ratio is lower, it will require infinite number of trays. That will increase your fixed cost. And if your reflux ratio is very high, you will require very less height, but at the same time the operating cost is very high. So you have to get a balance between your fixed cost and operating cost so that the total cost is minimum. At total cost, if your total cost is minimum, you will be able to find the optimum reflux ratio for your system. Now, first I will explain you what is optimum reflux ratio. The optimum reflux ratio in simple language is nothing but at which the total cost of your distillation column operation is minimum. So when you have a total cost to be minimum, that at that reflux ratio is your optimum reflux ratio. Now what is total cost? Total cost is nothing but the sum of fixed cost and operating cost. Right? Now we'll understand this graph that when I am having a minimum reflux ratio, this is the graph, this is reflux ratio and this is your costing. Now when I am operating my column under minimum reflux ratio, that will require infinite number of trays, right? So the height of the tray will be higher. Infinite tray height of the tray is higher. That means more MOC is required. More MOC is required. That means more metal is gone into the process. So fixed cost of your system is higher. So because of which this costing is very high. See, this is the fixed cost line and this is the operating cost line. So when you are operating your column under minimum reflux ratio, your fixed cost is very much high. Now as you increase your reflux ratio, the number of trays required decreases. So the height of the column decreases, so fixed cost you see is decreasing. Right? This operating cost, as you increase the reflux ratio, is continuously increasing. Why? When you operate your column, you will start pump, you will start a bottom pump, you will start the reflux pump, you will start the feed pump. So if you are operating your column, the fixed cost is going to increase. That is for sure. This operating cost is going to increase. Now, after a certain level, if you increase the reflux ratio, there is again an increase in the fixed cost. Now, accordingly, if you increase the reflux ratio, your fixed cost should be at minimum because your height required will be very much less. But still, after some time, your fixed cost is increasing, even if you are increasing the reflux ratio. The reason behind it is that after increasing a certain reflux ratio, you are reached to a point that is called a saturation point, at which the minimum height required or minimum number of trays required for the separation will be fixed. So this amount of tray or this amount of this meter of height is required for your separation. That is must. So further increase in reflux ratio will not benefit you. And what will happen, even if you increase your reflux ratio, there is no change in the height. The height required will be the same. But as you are increasing the reflux ratio, the diameter of the column, the sizing of the condenser, the sizing of the reboiler will increase. That will eventually increase your fixed cost. So you cannot run your column at a very high reflux ratio also. It will increase your fixed cost. Right? Now, as you are increasing your reflux ratio, your operating cost is also increasing. Why this operating cost is increased? It is very much less at minimum reflux ratio. It is very much higher at higher reflux ratio. The only reason is when you balance your condenser, if you are using a total condenser, and when you balance the top side of condenser, or when you do overall balance of your condenser, that is V is equal to L by D, and this is RD plus D, this is R plus 1 D. So the reflux, as you increase the reflux ratio, the vapor flow rates will be very much high. As the vapor flow rate will be very much high, the coolant required in your condenser will be very much higher. So your operating cost is going to increase. And if the reflux ratio is lower, this vapor will be lower and less amount of coolant will be required in your condenser. The operating cost is minimum. I hope it is clear. So at the intersection point of operating cost and this fixed cost, it is minimum at a certain point. This minimum intersection of fixed cost and operating cost is always at the optimum reflux ratio. Now this point, if you go here, will take to your total cost. So the total cost is also decreasing with increasing reflux ratio, and after some time it will increase beyond the optimum reflux ratio. So whenever in your system, when the total cost is minimum, that point you will get your optimum reflux ratio. So it is always beneficial to run your column at minimum of total cost. The reflux ratio corresponding to minimum of this total cost is your optimum reflux ratio. And we always say that hydrocarbons, the optimum reflux ratio is 1.2 to 1.5 of minimum reflux ratio. This is optimum reflux ratio. So this is this distance only. This is this is minimum reflux ratio and this is optimum. This distance is 1.2 to 1.5 of minimum reflux ratio. That's why we always tell it is 1.2 to 1.5 times of minimum reflux ratio. But other than hydrocarbon, for difficult separation, this can be higher also. It could be higher than 1.5 also. Thank you.